Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M53 M55. It's the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Himmelsdorf, and it's under the command of StuInTokyo. We can see he's got improved rammer, improved vents, and improved gun laying drive, but that's the 155mm howitzer, not the big 203mm 8-inch howitzer. Yep, he's actually using the stock gun. Game on. Well, of course, using the stock gun makes this the M53, which was regularly used, of course, by the US Marine Corps. It was their designated artillery piece. Now, it means it can carry more shells because, of course, the M53 was actually designed for smaller shells in the back, and if you had the big 203mm 8-inch howitzers, you couldn't actually carry that many in the way of the rounds and ammunition. Now, it's used by quite a few people. You can see he's situated himself nicely in the corner here, and he's got his first target. It's an SU-130PM. Lets it dial in, rounds out. Direct hit! That must have penetrated. These 155mm rounds have got penetration of 49. Oh, it's not showing a pen, but it is showing a fairly healthy amount of damage. They'll do 750 alpha and 49mm a pen. You can see that guy is missing at least 300. 400 actually. And that's another direct hit. And yes, he's chopped a lot of hit points. I'm not sure why it's not showing that it should have been at least a penetrating shot to wipe him out, but he's pulled back behind the corner. If he stays in sight of Stu will take him out. As far as we can make out, the other enemy Arty is over here. In fact, we just saw a bush go down, which kind of indicates that the enemy Arty might be up there. There's an event going on in the railway yard ahead of us. And in fact, the Batchat 12 tons just been spotted. Lining him up, rounds out. Just misses him. Oh, now it looks like the enemy Arty, it knows that we're here and is responding. I don't think the Batchat saw us, but I think he does know we're here. So, okay, we're now aiming for the enemy tanks at the top of the hill, and there's an SU-130PM again. Fires the round in, gets another direct hit for 330. The other thing about the stock gun is it's much faster to reload as well. The standard reload is 26.85 seconds. And we can see here that his reload is something like 23, I think. We'll check that. 22.54. Okay, so he's changed position to get a better angle on the hill. Okay, he can hit this Grom. There you go. Rounds out. Direct hit! Right on the money. 289. It's not a penetrating shot. I can't understand why he didn't penetrate the SU-130PM earlier, though. He should have penetrated it, even with these 155mm rounds. They should go straight through. But he's probably worried that the enemy are going to come down the railway yards. In fact, he's just noticed the IS-3A is approaching our SU-130PM, and he's decided to get out of dodge quickly, let the Kalana deal with it. He doesn't want to be sitting around waiting for the enemy to come for him. If he'd stayed in the railway yard, he definitely would have died for sure. In fact, I'm kind of expecting the Batchat 12 ton to make his way in through that direction. In fact, he has just seen that on the mini-map. There he is. Okay, now he might be able to get a shot onto the Batchat. There we go. You can get a shot over the top of the church down onto the Batchat the other side. Trouble is, we've got nobody spotting that corner at the moment. Ah, here he comes. He's getting closer, but he's been spotted. Now that means we might be able to get a shot onto him if he moves up this end. Now, let's see. He might be silly enough to do it. He does. So close. But for the fact that, of course, he dodged. We can't get a shot on the SU-130PM, but we don't need to. That was the guy we hit earlier. He's gone down. Taken out in the end by our SU-130PM. He's pushing himself into the corner, try and get the best angles on the enemy. Ooh, look at this, another enemy SU-130PM who's moved over to the rock and now becomes a perfect target for us. Just misses him. He had to fire a snatch there because the problem was that the vehicle was moving and he was going to go out of range, or at least out of our ability to shoot, because that Zeppelin really is blocking the field. You can see that the enemy's pushing in from all directions as well, and now we're down by 1. Still trying to cover the cap area. I have the feeling the IS-3A doesn't want to go in there because he knows if he does, he's going to get hit by our Kilana, who happens to be guarding that corner of the map. In fact, the IS-3A is trying to get in from a different angle. In fact, he's shooting at some of our guys who are up on the front road. We haven't got a shot, so we can't do that one. There's the church. No sight of the bat chat. Wouldn't be a sight of the bat chat. Oh, the SU-130PM's made himself vulnerable again. There's the bat chat. Dial in and rounds up. Wipeout. Good shot. Right on the money. Completely ends the Batchat's game. That's his first kill. And now we can see an MX50 120's moved in. They're definitely trying to pressure to get our cap. We're 1 tank up on them now. Now we're 2 tanks up. I think the pressure is paying. If we could get this SU-130PM, it would be an absolute bonus. It's difficult to hit him while he's the other side of the Zeppelin. There he is. We have no shot from that angle. Okay, the enemy seems to be getting a little too close. So he's going to try and get a shot up this end of the road. Nope, no angles. He's checking his red line. We can't see the enemy, so no, buildings are in the way. And we've just lost the 4502A. And that means the enemy now has an advantage up on the hill. So we're pulling away. Oh, this could be fun. There's an SU-130PM up the other end of the road. And I think he's going to sneak up on the guy and shotgun him at close range. Hello, Mr. SU-130PM. Fancy a shell? Oh, look at that. He stripped him of all his hit points with a shotgun. And then his teammate in the Borsig got the kill. Nicely done. Well, the enemy are coming down from the hill now. But they've gone down the other road instead of the back one. So I think we can sneak in past the cap and then all the way north to get to our cap, to the enemy cap rather. Our DZT and Type 63 are headed there already. He's trying to get as far away as possible so that the enemy doesn't try and shoot him. But if he heads north, he should be able to get to the cap there and help his teammates to win. Okay, we've got 1 in the cap already. Now we've got 2 in the cap. Now just head north as fast as you can. Nobody's near our cap at the moment. Kalana would have seen them. So I think the enemy are rushing to try and get to their own cap. And they're actually at the cap. So one of our guys has moved out the cap because he got badly wounded. We've got the advantage. It's 5 against 3. And now we're about to get the Borsig coming in behind the Grom. Now he's going to see if he can get a shot. Long range. Loop it over the buildings. Into the Grom. Give it a go. The Borsig dies. There's another enemy tank there. Okay, he has got a shot. Go for it. Yes, he gets a kill shot on the SU-130PM. And that just leaves 2 enemies. They're outnumbered 4-2 now. And we've got the side of a Grom as soon as we're reloaded. And there's the T-44. He goes down. There's only one left. It's the Grom. He does get a kill. He did take out our DZT-159. But he's a one-shot. Oh, and he hammerax. And that's the end of the game. That's the victory for StuInTokyo. Here's the end of battle results, and that was only a third-class tanker for StuInTokyo, but it was a good game, and he did get a rather nice little shotgun in it. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He managed to get 15, and his winning this one 3,317, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at his team score. Well, he actually didn't get the highest damage in the game because that went to the Grom in the end. He got 3,619 hit points. He only picked up a defender, though, because he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he failed to get the high caliber. Second highest damage in the game turned out to be our DCT-159 with 3,566, and the third highest damage was the Type 63 on our team, who got a Confederate and 3,243 hit points of damage. We can see Stu picked up 2,647, which actually places him in 4th place in the game. When it came to kills, though, it was the SU-130PM on the enemy team, Roar of Steel, who actually got 3 kills. Now, was that the guy he actually killed? Yes, it was. Right at the end, Roar of Steel had 3 kills, but yep, Stu took him out of the game and got the kill. And 2 kills went to StuInTokyo, the Kilana on their team, who also picked up a Spartan, the Borsig, who got wiped out at the end, the VK4502A, and the SU-130PM. And nobody on the enemy team got 2 kills, but a number of them did get 1 kill each. And we can see our Type 63, oh, I did mention that one, he got a Confederate as well. And when it came to base XP, we can see the Type 63 got 1,350, the only player to get over 1,000 base. 938 went to the DCT-159, and then we've got 856 going to the Kilana, with StuInTokyo getting 775 in 4th place. He fired only 10 rounds of 155mm ammunition. He got 7 direct hits on the enemy and 3 penetrating shots, one of which must have been that Batchat 2012 ton, because, yeah, it did go right through him for 322 hit points. Of course, one of the SU-130PMs took a massive hit for 619 and then got wiped out promptly by one of our Borsig, who got a lucky shot off there. Oh no, that was the one he penetrated. Sorry, the Yana 1919. He had the penetrating shot for 729 and then got wiped out. Yes, so he was rather unlucky. When you see an Arty staring at you from a short distance away, yeah, hold on to your ass because you're about to get launched. Yeah, he did a very nice kill, that one. Very nice indeed. Didn't allow the SU-130PM to get a return shot in it because, of course, the moment he got hit, he got promptly wiped out. But it was a nice kill all the same. So he actually managed to get 10 shots fired, 7 direct hits, 3 penetrating shots, 5 splash, 2,647 hit points of damage, of which 1,918 were at more than 300 meters. So most of the damage at long range, just that short range shot on the SU-130PM. 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and he, on a free-to-play account, he actually earned 9,829 credits profit, and he got 3,875 experience points, including 3,100 for mission completion. So a very nice little shotgun, very enjoyable, that one, but they won in this game because, of course, they forced the enemy to come to them, and in the end, they managed to win it. If the enemy had actually made a quick run for our cap, then Stu obviously was trying to get away from the cap as quickly as he could because he didn't want to be caught napping, and he did the right thing to get out while he could because he had no shots on the enemy from his position in the corner there, so he had to move. I probably would have gone straight across the map, but going straight across the map might have actually made him vulnerable to the fire from the enemy up on top of the hill, but it would have also meant that he would have been sitting in the cap area when the enemy tanks turned up, and from his position he was actually able to shoot from the railway yards and take out that SU-130PM, and that certainly did help them right at the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.